I do not know how I did this on my own before. I do not know. Hey there, welcome back to AmyTV. Something we talk a lot about around here is getting more time into your life so that you can accomplish more. And something that I have learned as a woman in business for the last decade is it's all about surrounding yourself with the right people. Wait a minute, do not shut off this video if you think this is only business related. I am telling you, this affects everyone. Whether you are a mom and you are juggling a lot of things and kind of wish somebody would help out a little bit, or maybe you're a young professional and you're working your butt off to impress your boss, so much so that you can't remember the last time you had a dentist appointment, or maybe you're an entrepreneur but you are bootstrapping so hard that you do not have the money for an actual assistant. Regardless of the situation you're in, it is possible to get help from someone just for the things you really need a little bit of help with without having to pay someone a part-time or full-time wage to follow you around. Let's be real, it's not realistic or even that appealing a lot of the time. Enter today's sponsor of AmyTV, and that is Finn, your personal assistant service. Now, if you want to skip straight to the details, I highly recommend you do. AmyLandino.com/Finn. You will get $60 in free credits. But I'm going to be talking to you in this video about how I've used them and how they have made life so much better for me. So stay tuned for that. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I make new videos every Sunday and Wednesday, and I would love to have you back for the next one. Oh, there was a time when I thought I could do it all myself. There was a time when I actually thought I was detail-oriented. The bar was low. There was a time when I would give myself a gold star, literally and figuratively, for every single task that I checked off throughout my day because I did it all by myself. And then I grew up and started taking my time a little bit more seriously, a lot more seriously, if we're being honest. We just can't do it all, and we don't have to do it all. And the sooner we come to that realization, the bigger the difference in our lives. The most important thing when we're doing this is looking at how we can cover our weaknesses by getting outside help. You don't necessarily have to have someone do something that you know you can do better yourself and would be worth your time to do so. Have people do stuff that you definitely don't need to have your hands entirely on, but they do need to get done because no one else is going to take care of it. So this is why I wanted to talk to you about Finn today. Now, of course, they are the sponsor of this episode, but I would not be working with them unless I wasn't so excited about what they're doing. So here's the lowdown. Finn is a personal assistant service that specializes in combining the power of both technology and real humans, thank God, to give you that 24/7 service for both business and personal use. So although my amazing actual executive assistant, Meg, never gives me a hard time because I send her an email or a text or a Slack message in the evening when she should probably be checked out with her family, she is so willing to help me all the time. I genuinely feel guilty about that when it happens, and I try to be very good about it. With Finn, you do not need to worry. Someone is always going to get back to you, even if it's just tracking that task for when it actually will take place, no matter when you reach out to them. So you know you wake up in the middle of the night thinking about something you should do or need to remember to get done, and Finn is a great place to send those things off to and potentially have someone else handle it altogether. She's drinking coffee today, can you tell? Oh God. So basically when something pops into your head, you can fire off an email, send a text, or even speak to Finn with their app or send a photo. They have so many different options so that you can just get it out of your head and onto somebody else's plate as soon as possible. Meanwhile, they're using machine technology and humans and all these other things to figure out how to best prioritize the tasks for you and get them done properly every time. So since there is now such an accessible way to have a personal assistant, just like Finn, I thought I would share 7 ideas that you can outsource to your assistant, because you're gonna get one now. I know you are. I know you're thinking about it. 7 ideas that you can send off to them so that you can have more time in your own life. Number 1, schedule your usual appointments. This could be a haircut. This could be a hair color. You could distinguish between both of them. It could be your weekly or monthly massage. What about how often you go to the doctor or the dentist? All of these appointments that not only we need to schedule in the first place, but sometimes happen on a super regular repeat schedule. You can set those up in Fin or with your assistant and just say, this should be automated for you. I shouldn't even have to tell you about this. Here's the place, here's the person, here's the doctor, here's the number, give them a ring. And I trust it'll be on my calendar, thanks to you. In Fin specifically, you can just go into your settings and set up your personal care preferences or your medical preferences so that you never have to repeat it. Because yeah, of course, if you send this off to Fin, they're probably gonna have a couple different people working on your account at any given time, much less the months that will pass when you have to go to the doctor. And so having that information just in your account ready to go, super helpful. And you can just update it anytime it changes. Number 2, booking travel. You know, it's kind of exciting to book travel because it means you're going somewhere, but the actual act of booking travel is actually not that sexy, okay? Let somebody else find the flight patterns, the shortest one, the cheapest one, the best seats. Let someone else do that for you. 2 things that Fin offers here that I love is the travel preferences. So if you're a window person, just mark it down. And if you have an airline that you love, leave your airline, your frequent flyer number in there. It's all taken care of. Other thing is the vault. And this was revolutionary to me that somebody on the other side of this email that I sent could book a flight for me but not know my credit card or my personal information. The vault in Fin allows that to happen. So you can punch it in and it's all encrypted and they can take care of any payments the way you want them to simply because you have verified it in the back end of your account. You can even say, use the business Amex or use the personal Visa to distinguish between different purchases when you are making the request. Number 3, book reservations. So I was in Vegas and I knew I wanted to go to dinner at Beauty and Essex. You guys saw this in a recent video of mine. And I was like, oh, I guess I have to call them and make a reservation. And I was like, no, I don't. I just sent an email while I was laying by the pool. And I was like, hey, Fin, can you book for 7 p.m. at Beauty and Essex in Vegas for dinner for 2, please, and thank you. And it was done. I just saw an email that said it's taken care of, and sure enough, when we got there, it was taken care of. So this is kind of like the research project I was telling you about earlier. Essentially, I was like, okay, what if I spoke more often in a certain industry? And so I sent Fin an email and I just said, hey, I want you to look up this kind of industry event, every company that's hosting something like this that you can find, the city that they're in, the date that it's happening, and if you can find the organizer email, put that in there too. So now I just have this list of people that I'm gonna reach out to and be like, hey, you should have me come and speak for you because I like what you're doing. But I had somebody else do all the research, so I don't have to do that part myself. That can take a long time. So if you're looking for any kind of job like that, maybe it's just a full-time position and what you're good at, have Fin start to find some of these job postings that are out there and give them more specifics on what you would hope for it to be. Maybe it's a city that you want to live in, or there's a certain kind of perk that they have. Just give that distinction to Fin and they can start to help you find a list of jobs to apply to. Number 5, and probably one of my favorites, remembering birthdays and coming up with unique gifts. So something I love is surprising people. I love to surprise people, especially if it's a very thoughtful gift. And so I'll kind of like do some social media stalking whenever I actually remember in plenty of time to order someone's birthday gift, which is actually not that often. So I will have my assistant tell me when some important birthdays are coming up, a good amount of advance notice, maybe 2 weeks or something. And then I will, if I need their help, say, oh, here's a couple of things that I was thinking. Can you come up with a unique gift that has to do with wine or that has to do with some cool thing that they love, whatever. And then they just send me links to things that I can buy. And if I don't feel like even doing that stuff, I just tell them to buy it for me and what address to ship it to, and it's done. And I am the coolest birthday gifter ever. Number 6, manage your to-do list. So something that I really love about this is sometimes when we make a to-do list, when we write things down that we know we need to do, we'll just put it somewhere and forget where it was, and then we'll forget to do the task altogether. But if you send an email to Fin and just say, remind me to do this, remind me to do this, remind me to do this, they're just gonna keep track of a to-do list for you. And when you get your update from Fin on a regular basis, I think you can adjust the settings. It's either like once or twice a day, just letting you know the status of your account, out what tasks were completed and how much credit you have. You're gonna see a task list because you've just been dumping all this information on Finn. That may or may not be something that excites you, but I love it because I know I need to be held accountable if something's not on my calendar. If I know something's important to do and I tell Finn, the likely response is gonna be, okay, it's on a list of things to do. Would you like us to handle it? And that's when I wanna go, yeah, that would be great. And number 7, and such a cool one that I think I should do a lot more, is pay your bills. Can you pay my bills? Can you pay my telephone bill? Why would you pay your own bill at this point? We have auto pay, and then we have the things that we don't want to auto pay. But if our assistant handled it, we'd be super comfortable with that. So have your assistant pay your bills. Just make a list in the back end of your account in Finn that says this bill needs to get paid, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. The vault has your bank account all taken care of, and you'll know when you get the online bill or the paper bill that it's going to get paid already because Finn's going to take care of it or your assistant's going to take care of it. I mean, paying bills is not sexy, but having somebody else pay your bills is a little bit sexy. Unfortunately, it's your money, but you know how it goes. Adulting, it's a thing. So those are 7 things that I suggest that you do ASAP to get some more time in your life, some more brain space, and you can use Finn to make it happen. Let me ask you this. What is the first thing that you would do when you have an assistant to make your life easier / better, give you some more time? What is that thing? Leave that in the comments below. All right, and now it's time to make it happen. I want every single person watching this video to have access to a personal assistant service now. So let's do it. We're gonna do it. If you're watching this video in the first 24 hours of its publishing, I want you to go to amylandino.com/Finn. And by visiting that link and signing up for Finn, you will get $60 in free credits. Immediately, you can start outsourcing tasks just because you're my friend. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. You're also going to have your monthly minimum fee totally waived, and that's nice because that's additional peace of mind. Nobody needs that. I highly recommend after you go to that link that you go to the homepage for Finn and request a demo so that you can find out how to take full advantage of the service. This is a total no-brainer. Now you can tell your friends that your assistant has handled the dinner reservation that you were in charge of. Maybe you'll even call him Phineas. I don't know. It sounds very sophisticated. My assistant Phineas is taking care of this. Maybe there's, Finn sounds good too. Phineas is is he British? I don't know. Like I said, amylandino.com/Finn. Go and check it out ASAP. Literally nothing to lose. So make it happen and get more stuff done. That's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. As always, make sure you subscribe for good vibes and remember to continue to go after the life that you want. Cheers.